Hello, everyone. You are welcome to another lecture series on indices and logarithm. In our previous session, we're looking at equations. Um, you, what was that? We're looking at equations involving indices also, right? Yeah, solving equations involving indices. We looked at some examples. I gave you some assignment which we've looked at that. And today there's one more question that it will lead you to simultaneous equation, and I want to show you how to go about that. Yeah, I'll give you one other to try, then we start logarithms. I hope that's cool. Yeah, so let's look at them. Last time I told you that for equations in indices, when you break them down using the rules and the laws you learned, it will lead you to a linear equation that you have to solve to produce the answer. Sometimes it can lead you to a quadratic equation. Sometimes it can lead you to a simultaneous equation. So that is it. Now let's look at this. Find the values. Yeah. Find the values of x and y satisfying the equation. You there? So we have x plus 6y equals 3. Then we have 2 exponent x plus y equals 1 over 4. Yeah. So, and this will be yours. Oh, this is also something different. It's a quadratic. Oh my goodness. No. This is something like a simultaneous equation here. Let's see. If 3 exponent m times 3 exponent n is equal to 243 and 3 exponent m divided by 3 exponent n equals 3 exponent 2n. See, the questions you get in exam will be tougher than what I've been giving you. So you really have to practice more questions. Listen to what I say more and practice more questions. Believe me, if you are just there waiting for simple questions and then you just have your way through, trust me, you'll be disappointed on the exam day. Write down two equations connecting M and N. Hence, Gifty, have you had time to watch the previous videos? Do you watch them? Find the values of M and N. Gifty, I'm talking to you. Okay, let me know when you are done writing. Let me know when you are done writing. Another one. If 3 exponent 2x minus 4 3 exponent x. I think this I'll solve for you. plus 3 equals 0. Solve for x.
So please, you are done writing.
Okay. Let's see how we go. Oh, even though, um, I mean, we going on a slow pace because of your bad attitude when it comes to class attendance and solving assignment. When you go on the channel, you get questions, you get my session on percentages, you get my tuition on statistics, you get tuition on a couple of things, plain geometry too. You can go and enjoy them. Yeah. Let's solve the first one. It says find the values of x and y satisfying the equation. Okay. I hope the session is recorded. Yeah. So the equation we have solution. So the equation we have x plus 6y equals 3. Then we have 2 exponent what? 2 exponent x plus y equals what? 1 over 4. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, asked to find the values of x and y satisfying the equation. What it means is that x is a variable, okay? The first line, x is a variable, y is a variable. A certain number, when you add it to 6 times another number, the result is 3. Now find that number. That's what it means. Did you get it? Find those numbers. Again, there is a certain number. When you plus it to 6 times another number, the answer is 3. Do you understand? And that same numbers, I mean, whatever you think for x, that same number, when you have 2 raised to the power of that number you had for x plus that number you had for y, okay, the answer will give you 1 over 4. So look for that. So if you're able to know the number for x, the number for y, that satisfy these 2 equations, that is the result. Now let's see how we solve this. It obviously will lead us to simultaneous equation. Do you get the question first of all?
Yes, sir.
Right, so well, we have x plus 6y equals 3. You name it as what? Equation 1. Yeah. Simultaneous, you see, when you see linear equation mostly is an equation with one variable, then you solve. Simultaneous equation, the variables are 2, sometimes it's 3. Okay, sometimes it's 3. Or in other words, when you have equations with 2 or 3 variables, the best way to solve is by using simultaneous equation. All right, now the next thing is 2 exponents x plus y equals 1 over 4. How do we solve this? We can only solve this by using the ideas in indices. So can someone tell us what to do?
So 2 exponents x plus y is equal to negative 4, negative 2 exponent 2, or 8. 2
2
exponents
exponents.
negative 2,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So how do I even put it? Okay, let's go in steps. 1 over 2 exponent 2 first, then 2 exponent 2 x plus y. Nope. 2 exponent x plus y equals what? 2 exponent negative 2. Then you say that since the bases are the same, right? X plus y is equal to a -2, right? And you
Yes,
name
sir.
this one as equation 2 or so. You see, I've now had a simple equation, x plus y equals. So it looks like equation 1. Look at equation 1. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like equation 1. Now, how do we solve simultaneous equation? Okay, so you have two different equations. You have two different equations. Hmm? Please be looking at we are talking about this and that. Okay, so be looking at them. How do we solve this? So to solve simultaneous equation, we have two methods to solve them. One of the method is elimination. Then another method is called substitution. So we have elimination method and what? Substitution what? Method. So let me think of what will be easier for us than we use. Um, so the moment you have two linear equations, but the variables are more than one, okay, you solve simultaneously. And to solve simultaneously, there are two methods. That's what I've told you. Let me see. Elimination. Let me use elimination. It looks easier. Elimination means doing away with one or making one of the variables zero. So it appears like it's no more. Then you're able to set for the other. Do you understand? So there are two variables, x and y. Try and make one of them zero. If you make one of them zero, it's no more. You look for the other. So you can choose to make y zero. What will be left? X will be there. Then you deal with x. When you get x, you can easily use it to get y. So now to make one of them zero, make sure the variables, the coefficient of those variables are the same. Okay. Now, what is equation 1 here gifting? Andrews,
X plus 6x equals to 3.
come again.
X plus 6x, x plus 6y equals to 3.
Okay, and equation 2 is what? Patience.
So please, x plus y is equal to -2.
Okay, so now what's the I believe you all know coefficient. What's the coefficient of x here? There is nothing there, so it's assumed it's what?
1.
1, isn't it?
Yes.
Here 2 is 1. Equation 2 is 1.
Yes.
So since the coefficients are the same, since the coefficients are the same, let's use that one. What was the coefficient of y in equation 1? Gifting.
6.
What's the coefficient of y in equation 2? 1. You see?
1.
So you see, so if you want to do away with y, make sure it's 6, 6 or 1, 1. But you can, I don't, we can, okay, well, I think we can make it them 1. So I think the easiest way is since 1 is 6, make the other 6. So there's a way to go about that. So you know what? I prefer to use the x since it's already 1, 1. Okay. Then you ask yourself, so the top is x, isn't it? It's positive x. You know, any number standing on it on there is also a sign in front, it's positive. If it was a negative, we would have written it. So in equation 1 is what? X, the sign is what? Positive. Equation 2 x is what? Positive. Number 1, we've confirmed that the coefficients are the same. Okay, now we have to look at their sign and look for what you can do to make them zero. Okay, so it's x is positive in equation 1, it's positive in equation 2. So you have x against x. What can you do to this 2x and it to be zero? It's either you are adding or subtracting. All the time, that's what we do. What can you do to this 2x and it will be 0? Subtract, isn't it? X minus x is what? If you not communicate, I'll end the meeting. Talking is a lot of work. So I would need to confirm if you are all following before I talk to the end and you tell me you did not catch anything. X minus x is what?
0.
0. So we have gotten the idea that when we subtract the x, we'll be good to go. Okay. Now the subtraction too, you have to be calculative. I mean, you should calculate your steps. Okay. Now look at equation 1 and 2. Which one has big numbers? Okay. The one that has small numbers, do your subtraction in a way that you'll be subtracting the smaller one from the bigger one. Okay. In equation 1, I see 6 there. Okay. So in any case, let me take equation 2 from 1. You get it? So I'll just write equation 1. Okay. Let me subtract equation 2 from 1. For a bit of clarity, why am I making subtraction? You must look at the coefficient, you must look at the variables involved. When we look at the variables involved, it's x and y. Now choose one of the variables that bear the same coefficient. Okay. Then you ask yourself, how do I make it 0? So we notice that the one that bears the same coefficient is x. To make it 0, subtract. So that's why you see subtraction here. And the subtractions too, I told you that do it in a wise manner. Okay. Well, you can do it anyhow. But if your algebra is not good, your integers, addition, subtraction is not good, you might make a mistake. That's why I recommend that take the smaller one from the bigger one. It is important to also note that it's not all the time the variables, the coefficients are the same. Sometimes they are not the same, like the y, for instance. Going forward, you see that the x, they are not the same, the y, they are not the same. So in that case, there is a way to go about that. Normally, I'll target y. Oh, y is 6 in equation 1. Y is 6 in equation 1. Okay. In equation 2, it's not 6, it's 1. So then let me multiply equation 2 by 6. So that when 6 multiply y, it will be 6y. Now we are the same. So normally, we will not even write equation 1 minus. No, we will not do that step yet. We'll think of a number we should use to multiply the variable you are targeting for it to be the same as one of the equation. So if you have to multiply by 2, don't multiply just the y by 2. Multiply everyone by 2. If you decide to change one of the variables for it to be the same as the previous, if you are multiplying that variable, multiply everything in the equation. So it will be equation 2, it will be 6 times x. Okay. So that will be 6x plus 6 times y, that will be 6y equals 6 times minus 2, that will be negative 12. Okay. In the long run, you have your y as 6. So that's what you are targeting. I whispered this in the air. When you can go and play the recording again, you get the concept. When I'm done with this, I can show you some examples. But here is the same, right? X is the same. So I think subtracting will make it 0. So what will happen? You said equation 1 minus equation 2. Equation 1, I have x. Let's start with it. So equation 1, we have x here, right? We have x here. So it will be x, right? The x at the top minus the x in equation 2 here, right? X minus x will be what? 0. You get it? Let's continue. What's the next? In equation 1, the next is what? Plus, right? So you have 6y. You said equation 1 minus equation 2. So 6y minus equation 2 is what? Y. So that'll be what?
5.
Plus
5y.
5y. Let's continue. The next thing I see is equal to, equals, what do you see there? 3. So 3 minus equation 2. What do you have there? Is what? Minus 2. Listen.
-2.
Good. So 3 plus, that will be minus will be plus. So 3 plus 2, which is what?
2.
5. You get it? We are done.
Yes.
I want to confirm if we are on the same page so I can move on. Just let me know if I can move on.
So please move on.
All right. So, I mean, if you get this concept, in the long run, you have 5y, right?
Yes.
0 plus 5 is the same as, so 5y equals 5.
45.
Yeah, so 5y equals 5. Remember, I told you to repeat the step all the time. You divide by what? 5. You divide by
5.
5. It cancels. Y equals what?
Cancels 1.
Good,
1.
good. Then now, put y equals 1 into, now, you have two equations, equation 1 and 2. You already have y. So you can put it
Yes.
anywhere. You get the same answer for x. You can put it in equation 2. So in equation 2, you have what? It's x plus y equals minus 2. Now you have y. So that'll be x minus y is 1. So x plus 1.
X plus 1 is equal to minus 2.
Equal to negative 2.
Okay.
S is equal to minus 2 plus 1.
Not really.
Minus 2 minus 1.
Hey, minus 2 minus 1.
Yeah.
Mm,
X equals.
1.
No. Listen.
Hey, 3,
Use
3,
your
3.
calculator.
Minus 2 minus 1 minus 3.
Minus 3. Use your calculator. So what is x? X is what? 1.
Minus
X
3.
is minus 3. Y is 1.
Minus 3.
Yeah. Okay. The question says find the value of x and y satisfying the equation. Now watch closely. Before you ask any question, follow through with me. So look at equation 1. This one. This one. So it was what? X is now what? Minus 3, isn't it?
Yes.
Minus 3 plus 6 times y is what? Y is 1. So
1.
let's see what we get. That'll be minus 3 plus 6. What's the answer?
3.
You see? Come and check. 3. You see? It
3.
satisfies the top one, but that doesn't mean we are done. It says it should
Okay.
satisfy the top and the down. So let's see. Equation 2 is 2 exponents. X is what? Minus 3 plus y. Y is what? Y is 1. So that'll be 2 exponents minus what? 4. If you remember what we learned in indices, 2 exponent minus 4 is the same as what? 1 over 2 exponent 4.
So no, it's minus 2.
It's minus 2 rather. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, yeah. It's minus 2. Now, and if you follow this, if you followed our lesson, 2 exponent minus 2 is the same as what? 2 exponent 2. So that's the same as 1 over 4. It's the same thing here. So that
Okay.
one will satisfy both equations. Okay, I'll pause here. Ask your questions. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Any question?
So please,
Then
can
no
you
question
scroll?
from me.
I want to copy
The
the last
bottom
one.
here.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Yeah, after you are done speaking, you mute yourself. So do you understand? Do you understand this? At least I taught you one way to solve simultaneous equation. I taught you the elimination method. You can solve any question, so you can be playing with that. Okay. When you get locked up with a question someday, draw my attention. But I know going forward in this mathematics will encounter other questions and we'll be trying them and you'll be better. Yeah. I don't want to prolong the session. Do you want me to solve Well, the other two questions, I wanted to solve the last one by I'm feeling we've had enough of this, and you should try it at home. Let me know if you still want me to solve, or I should just move straight to logarithm.
So please, you can solve the last one, then move to logarithm.
Okay. How about the others?
So please, which one? The number two. You said I'm
Not
try
the
that.
number two, the number I was talking about the last one. Mm-hmm.
Answer please. That's what I said you should solve there. If
Okay.
Q is the power 2n.
Okay. Are you guys done writing? Let's okay.
Please, you are done
Let's see.
writing.
What's
Yes,
the
please, we are
question like?
done.
Okay. It's 3 exponents. Look, mention it to me. So I don't have to be scrolling.
So please, 3 exponent 2n.
2n.
Yes, minus 4.
Okay.
So it's
Bracket
2x.
3x. See,
That is that's what? 3 exponent 2x, and you're telling me 2n. Hey, you always write the wrong question. Is this not a question? We're told to find x. You people, is this not a question?
So yes, that's the question.
Hmm. Okay, so um let me see. It says if 3 exponent 2x minus 4 exponent 4 into bracket 3 exponent x plus 3 equals 0. Find x. Listen, you will meet this question, this kind of question when I'm in logarithm. Something similar will occur. Let me show you how to go about that. See, this 3x here. I see 3x from this thing. So I want to deal with 3x, 3. I'm talking about 3 exponent x, sorry. I see 3 exponent x here. So I want to have 3 exponent x, then we make it useful. Because this appears like a quadratic. Watch. This 3 and 2, I can make it 3 exponent x. Patients can argue with me that I say, what do you mean? You've changed the question. Because it's 3 exponent 2x. Why is it 3 exponent x? I've changed it. Yeah, and it's wrong. So I will do this way. You see? It's the same thing, right? Or something we learned in indices, when you have when you have a power outside a bracket, it affects what is inside, right? So to be 3 exponent x times 2, which is 3 exponent 2s, correct?
Yeah.
So I can move on.
Yes, please.
The way everybody is silent, let me leave you to discern. When you are satisfied, let me know. At least I should hear majority of you, talking before I can move on.
Yeah, satisfied, sir.
So
so we
2.
are okay. You just start.
Okay. So for this one coming there, right? You see, I have 3x here. So we'll be able to play it well. You see? Then now, you know what? I want to say wherever we see 3 exponent x, let's replace it with y. We'll come back to it, okay? So wherever you see 3 exponent x, I want you to make it y. So this one is what? Y. But it has a power of what? 2 outside. Do you see that? Minus 4 into bracket 3 exponent. And whatever you say, make it y plus 3. Okay, because when you have something like this, you can easily solve, isn't it? Then when we are done, we come back again. Are you ready, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is an equation, right? It has variables, right? But the
Yes, sir.
variables, the highest power among them is what?
It's 2.
2. So this is not a linear equation. It's called a quadratic equation. Now, it's a quadratic equation. Oh. Linear equation, I taught you how to do that. You make the variable, you put them on one side, and you move the other ones across the equal sign. Do you understand? Now, this one is not linear. It's a quadratic equation. I remember back in high school during exam, you see, we didn't get some of these concepts properly. So it was I think was you or mock exam. So I solved and arrived at this. My sister, at this side, I was trying to group the variables. You see, if it was y minus 4y, okay, plus 3 equals 0. I could have just, well, y minus 4y, I could have solved that, okay? That would be minus 3y. Okay, then I push the 3 across the equal sign to be minus 3. I just I was trying to organize this thing. I was trying to organize the y. But this y is squared, and this is y. And you see, I cannot add y squared to y. I was trying to organize, it was not working, and the mind was hot in the examination hall. I was wondering, so I just left it like that. But today I'm telling you that, you see, we have different styles of equation. When you have an equation with variables and the highest power among them is 2, it's a quadratic equation. There is a way we solve that. We don't solve them by doing that you're grouping. Okay? Quadratic equations are solved using, we have approaches. Okay? We have approaches. What are they? Number one of the method is factorization. If you are not using its method to solve, forget about it. So one of the method is what factorization. I don't know. Yeah, if I spelled it right. Sometimes they use S in place of Z. Another method is by completing the squares. At your level, you must know these things by completing what the squares. And guys, you know what? I think I have a lecture video on quadratic functions and equations on YouTube. Go and watch. It's under that topic. I explain all of these, how to solve that with examples. Okay. Another method is by using the general quadratic formula. Okay. Quadratic. Yeah, general quadratic formula. General quadratic formula. Okay. So you see, there is a way to solve that. I don't know what I'm writing. Formula. Then another way is by using graph or graphical method. All of these will give you the same answer. Guys, are you there? And I believe you are
Yeah.
writing them down. And if you are
Yes, sir,
serious,
we are
you don't
there.
look at good. If you are serious, you don't look at how to solve all these things. But I think I have a video on that. Yeah, I think I have a video on that. So, as I always do, I look for the easiest now because I really don't have time. Okay, so we'll solve using factorization. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's rush on it. So to factorize, you see, before I continue, all quadratic equations are of this form. Something x squared plus something like the variable here no longer becomes squared, but it reduces. So something x squared plus something x. It's not the time it's x, it can be a different variable. Plus constant equals 0. They are like this. So it's so and so with a variable squared, then plus plus or whatever it is. So and so, then the variable reduces. Okay. Then plus a constant equals 0. Now, when I say A stands for the coefficient of whatever has a variable square. Then B stands for the other one. Okay. Then C stand for the constant. Now to factorize, you look for the coefficient of x squared, multiply it to the constant C. Okay, so the coefficient of x squared is 1. So you multiply, this is jota work. You multiply it to the C, which is 3. I think when you do that, the answer is what? 3. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is jota work. Then now, whatever you get, look for the numbers when you multiply. Will be giving you that 3. Now that the numbers you are looking for, please consider positive and negative. So let's look for the numbers when we multiply, we'll get 3. So we have 1 times 3. Sorry for the noise, eh? One of my doors is spoiled and they are fixing that. 1 times 3 will give us 3. Do you understand? Now, I
Yes.
said look for positive and negative. It's important to look for all the factors. So we have negative 1 times what? Negative what? 3. Do you get it? That one, if you like, check it. If you like, check, it will give you 3. Me, this is what I've been telling students. If you write 2 times 3, let's say you're looking for numbers when you multiply, it will give you 6 and you write 2 times 3. Start attaching negatives. The next line should have something with negative. So you can do negative 2 times 3. Put it on your calculator. That one will give you a negative 6. So meaning, you want something that will give you 6. So that would mean, let me put negative here. You see the whole thing here. You wouldn't have like you wouldn't have more than, you wouldn't have like 2 different lines of negative. Is this and another line with a negative? Okay. If you're not good with integers, this is what you should do. Do you understand? I'm done. 1 times 3 will give us 3. The negative level, it's a negative 1 times negative 3 will give you 3. I'm done. There is no other factors again. Now, these factors you've established, ask yourself, which of them, when you slot a plus in between, will give you the coefficient of what? X, I mean the B. Which of them, when you slot plus in between, will give you B? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Come in. I have to delete this. How did they appear here? Let me see. Guys, I'm coming. Correct. Which of them will give you the B here? B here is -4. So let's see. You write many factors. It's one of them that will give you that. It's 1. So that's why if you don't write all the factors, you'll not find that one group of factors that will give you that. So let's see. 1 plus 3 is what? 4. It will not work, right? So it's the other one. Let's see. -1 plus -3. Do it on your calculator. What's the answer? Should we go and sleep? I think
You
so.
get
-4.
-4.
Okay.
-1 plus 3.
Plus -3.
Okay, okay.
It's -4. Who's calling? Guys, I'm coming.
Again, before.
1 second. Oh my goodness. I'm coming, eh?
Okay.
Come back. Am I
No,
rushing
please.
you on it? I feel I'm giving you a lot of information. Yeah, Andrews is recorded. Don't worry. Guys, can I continue? I feel I'm seeing a lot of things and it might be too much.
Sir, please
Please, you
continue.
can
Okay,
continue.
all right. So, So, do you want me to recap or we can continue at where we are? You got it. I should move on.
Sir, please, you can continue from where you start.
Okay. So, yeah, so now, so when you get to this stage, when you identify the factors, so we see that so -1 and -3 is what when you put plus in between will give you the coefficient of y, which is -4. In place of -4, I'm going to put them there. What am I going to put over there? I'll put -1. But all the time, bring the y. I'll put -3. Oh, you bring the y. Okay? I'm done. Listen, patience, we're fighting initially, right? I said you change my questions. You can argue with me. Say, is y squared minus 4y plus 3? Make sure you don't change the question. Yes, I will not change the question. So if you look at the next step, what I have done there, if you apply algebra to it, you still get your -4. -1 minus 3 is -4. Then you add one of the variables with y. So y squared minus 4y. On the next step, it's still the same as well. Y squared minus what? 4y. Okay, let's continue. Plus 3 equals 0. Have you seen it? I've not changed the question. But what I've done here will make things easier for us when I'm factorizing. Can I move on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then at this juncture, what am I going to do? You are factorizing. So you know what? You write, I mean, it's y squared minus 1y. What is common among them? Let me write it outside and I bring brackets. So what am I having? So if y is squared here, if y comes there, you'll be left with what? Y,
1.
right? Minus,
Yes.
this one will come and cancel this y. What are you left with?
1.
Thank you. Let's continue. What do you see here? Oh, minus, right? Now,
Minus
3y plus 3. Something is common, bring it out.
3.
3.
Into brackets. What?
Y
Y.
Y
minus 8.
plus 1.
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
A
The
plus.
girl is saying something. So, what I even then, you see, I omitted one step. I was like, let me just carry on so it wouldn't be confusing. But here we are now. I don't know if I
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
I'm coming, eh?
Mm.
I don't know if I should do that. Then let me clean. Okay? Yeah. Let me bring that step so it makes sense. So usually, I've been telling my student that when you get to this stage, group them in brackets. So like this, you put them in brackets. Okay. Then here will be
Okay.
one minus what? Like you see, bringing a
3y
bracket
plus
is not
3.
hard, right?
Yeah.
But when you're
Okay.
bringing brackets, I've been telling them, watch this side. The moment is minus. Be careful, my dear. Because we know that when minus is entering a bracket, it does a lot of things. And you must not change the question. You see? So see, you see the bracket you brought. When the minus come and meet the 3y, it will be minus 3y. Cool. We don't
Yeah.
have any problem. But when the minus come and meet the plus, it will be what?
Neg
Minus
negative.
3. But in the previous step, it's what? Plus 3. So meaning the bracket, we are changing the question. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
So I've been telling them that when you're introducing the bracket like that, knowing what the bracket will do, and here is minus, make here minus, okay? So that when it's entering the bracket, when minus meets minus, it will be what? Plus, oh, plus 3. Have you changed the question? I have not changed the
No.
question. Uh-huh. Then now let's do what we're doing. Oh, y will come out. Y what? -1, isn't it? Then here to
Yeah.
minus 3 will come out. What? Y minus 3 into 3 is what? 1. Did you
1.
get it?
Yeah.
All the time, what is in a bracket must be the same. So that you group what is outside in one bracket. So y and what? -3, one bracket. Then, the inside the brackets are the same. So choose one. Y minus what? 1. Did you understand? Oh my goodness. I should have said equals 0. Equals 0. There is no space. Equals 0. Okay? Please, I
Okay.
hope you can see. Because they are all equal to 0. I hope you can all
Yes,
see.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes,
So,
sir.
right, yeah. So I'll just write y minus 3. You equate it to 0. Then you solve for y. Y is equal to what? 3. It crosses the equal sign. Then this one to y minus 1 is equal to 0. Y is equal to what? Cross the equal sign. 1. We are done. Last time too, I showed you how to punch quadratic equations on the calculator, right? If you punch this thing on your calculator, mode 5-3. A mode 5-3. Mode 5-3. A will be coefficient of y squared. That's one. It will ask you, then you press equal to. B, it will ask you, what should I put for B? Put -4, press equal to. C, 3, press 3, equal to. The answer should be what? I said quadratic equation produces two answers, right? So what's the answer? 3 and what? 1.
1.
You see, yeah, if you press the equal sign, it will give you the answer. Press it again, it will give you the answer. Okay, but we are not done. Oh. Don't forget the question. We are done with this quadratic brouhaha, but don't forget the question. The question was there. As you are solving, you were like, oh, whenever we see 3 exponents x, let's put what? Y there, right? Okay, now you have y. So you come back to say that, but 3 exponent x, okay, we said it's equal to y. Okay, now let's begin. For y equals 3, so when y is 3, you have 3 exponent x, it's equal to what? 3. Do you understand? Are the bases not the same? 3 exponent x or 3, any number standing on its own is power 1. So x is equal to what? 1, because the bases are what? The same. What is the other term for y? Oh, for y is equal to 1. Oh, 3 exponent x, we said it should be equal to y. So it will be 3 exponent x is equal to what? 1. Yeah. How do I find 1? Oh, there is a secret I taught to you guys the other time. You remember I said when any number raised to the power 0 is equal to what?
1.
Oh, so
1.
you
One.
see, I want this one to be on the base of 3. So I'll change you, I'll make you 3. I'll raise you to the power 0 because after all, what? If I write
Yeah.
patience, power 0 is 1. So
Oh.
if I put you as 3 to
No,
power
no,
of
it's
7,
separate.
it's 1, it's the same thing. At the end of the day, I have it on the same what? Base. Therefore, s is equal to
Yeah.
what? 0.
3 is 0.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are done. You see, I'm just applying the laws and the laws and the rules interchangeably. I have not brought any law. Just go and chew these four or 3 laws in your head and 4 or 3 rules in your head, and you are done. You don't want to do that. Hmm? But if I promise you, I'll give you money tomorrow, you remember tomorrow that I said I will give you money. Hmm? But these basic rules and law, you don't want to learn them. And you see, we use them a lot. You are laughing, Celia. We use them a lot interchangeably. Do you understand? So please,
Yes.
we are done. So there's a value for X and Y. If you have any question, ask. I'm going to just grab the surface of logarithm then. We'll end because we're having like 50 minutes left. Guys, so there was one work. Go and try it. If you need more questions on this, practice on too. I can do that. Let me know when you are ready. Ready. Okay, let me see. You, because of time, let's logarithm. Let me just logarithm. Don't want to follow scripts. I want to usher you into it. Okay. Logarithm is a language. Now, to understand logarithm, you must understand indices. Okay. There are certain questions in indices. You see, how are you solving equations in indices, my people? How are you solving them? You're using just one concept that, since the bases are the same, you do what? You equate the powers. Please you understand. You are going
Yes.
to face questions where you will try to make the bases the same, but it will not be working. Will you give up? That is where logarithm comes in. So we are going to learn its rules and laws. So when you meet such questions, you use what? Logarithm. Clear? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. You see, the only way approach you've been using to solving indices is like you make the basis the same. You've been applying techniques make the base the same and solve. But I'm here to tell you that going forward, some of them, it will be hard to do. So if you're struggling, switch the language to log, then you deal with it. Now, to be able to understand the rules and laws, let's learn how to be changing numbers into logarithmic forms before we begin. Okay, so now you see in indices we learned something that we learned how to put numbers into index form, right? So like you can have 25, right? 25 is equal to what? 5 exponent 5. Am I correct?
So 5 exponent 2.
Two. So I'm wrong. All right. And then um 8 will be what? 2 exponent what? 3. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know in logarithm you can write it as this? It's been a while I played this, so come on. Okay. In log is written as this, log of a number to a certain base, okay? Then equals like something. This is the format for logarithm. There is a base, oh my people. There is a base. So in logarithm, let's start with this one. How do we write that? Oh man, it's been a while. I played with this. Let me see something. Come on. Yeah. I think I'm there. Correct. That's how you write it. I will show you. Don't worry. Do you know? So okay. So you see in indices, when you have 5 exponent 2. I said 5 is called what base, right? Do you remember those languages? And 2 is index. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
So if you turn it into logarithmic language, write the base at the base. So you see, it's 5 is a base, so I wrote it at the base. Have you seen it? Then the index, drop it at after the equal sign. Now it's 3 things. I've shown you where to put this, So I mean, what is left, you just drop it here. You get it? We'll do more, don't worry. So you come here. This statement, where do we have base and index? Is this 2 exponent 3? 2 is what?
The base.
The base.
So, and you see the base, I said we write it here, right? So 2 will be here, isn't it? Then the index will go after the equal sign, isn't it? Now it's 3
Yeah.
places. Where would you put the 8? I'll put it here. I'm done. So now you have learned how to turn numbers from indices or index form to logarithmic form, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you one more. Come up with any number. Let's see. 4 exponents. 3 is what, guys? No. Let's change it. 4 exponent 4 is what? Oh, no,
656.
256.
256.
656.
Say that again.
256.
Yeah. I hope even changing this, it will not confuse you, right? How do you write it in logarithmic form? I hope it's
Two
not
five
confusing
six.
you.
The base is 4.
Two,
The
five,
base will be
six,
4. Okay,
4,
4.
and then it's equal
The
to 4.
correct.
yes.
So I'll give you some to try, okay? Now that you know how to do this, I'll give you some to try. After the meeting, you will get it tonight. I'll give you some to try. Now that you know this, let's learn how to say it. Okay, how do you say it? So I'm going to teach you with this. Do you know how we'll pronounce it? Who will try? Okay, so we say the logarithm of 25 to the base of 5 is 2. That's how we pronounce that. The logarithm of 25 to the base of 5 is 2. Okay, how about this? The next one. Who will try?
The logarithm.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Oh, come on, go on. It's okay, saying. You've given up. Oh, come on, patience. Who will
The
try?
logarithm of 8 with the
Mhm.
base 2 is 3.
Yeah. How about this one?
The logarithm of 256 base 4 is 4.
Exactly. Now, do you know logarithms are on your calculator?
Yeah.
They are on your calculator.
Okay. Yes,
So
sir.
you
Yes,
look
sir.
on your calculator and you find this key. Log of a box to the base of a box is equal to something. You find this on your calculator. No, no, no. Yeah, I think it's log box base box. Oh, where's mine? I can't find my calculator. You see that? Oh, yeah, you see that. You in our next lecture will talk about that. And guys, so logs can be expressed in a lot of bases, okay? So we can have base 2, we have base 3, base 4, okay, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Guys, are you with me? It start from
Mm,
Yes,
base
sir.
base like it start from 2 and onwards. Take note of that. So we have base 10 log to the base of what? 10, 2, right? Because I'm saying it start from 2, isn't it? So you can have, do you agree with me that we can have log to the base of what? 10. Yeah, we can have log to the base or and to the base of what? Any number. Is something I want you to know. Now, log to the base of 10, that base, we normally don't like writing it.
so,
Do you understand? Yeah.
yeah.
So log to the base of, well, we can have log to the base of 10. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can choose to write it. But if you see like a log written like this, log 10, like that, there is no base, my dear. The base is 10. Log to the base of 10 is the only logarithmic base we choose not to write. So if you see a log without a base, it's actually base what? 10. So on your calculator, you have two log functions. One is this. This feature allows you to code in your own base. Then there is also another log, which is a log box. There is nothing here. So what do you think this log will be operating on? It's a log to the base of what? The base is
10.
automatically what? 10.
10.
Uh-huh. Do you understand? Uh-huh. Now,
Yeah.
so what have we learned in the latter part? I said we can have the log of any base from a start from what? 2.
2.
We don't have the log of base 1.
Okay.
We don't have a log of b, and we don't have the log of negative bases.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have the log, or in other words, they don't exist. We don't have the log of negative bases. It's up from 2 onwards. Yeah, and log to the base of 10. We usually don't want write it. Or in other words, if you see a log of a log with no base, like no basis, means what? 10. I think this is enough of information for you. Now, I'm going to give you in decimal numbers where you have to change to logarithmic what forms. I'll give you that. And I'll even give you ones they are in logarithmic form, and I want you to reverse it. I want you to find out yourself, because if you can change
Okay.
from indices to logarithm, you should have a strategy to convert it to indices. So I'm going to give you questions on that so that when I meet you, we'll now look at the rules and the laws and certain properties I want you to want. No. Please, do you have any question?
No,
Any?
sir.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
madam.
please.
Mhm.
Do
Yeah.
we have anything like log,
Mhm.
let's say log 25 with the base of 5 is negative 5 or negative any negative number? Do we have something like
Say it. Log to the base of what?
25?
Mhm.
No, is log 25 with the base of 2
Mhm.
is maybe negative 50.
Yeah. You can have something like that. But what you've done, what you've done,
Mm,
it doesn't make
mm,
any logical sense. But
okay.
I mean, mathematically, it doesn't make sense. But you can have something like this, like
Okay.
where after the equal sign is negative. Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
something. You meet them a lot.
Okay.
You meet them a lot. Like 2s,
Okay.
you will get them. You get them. You get them. But this doesn't make any logical sense. So this one. But you
Okay.
get them. Is the base you not have log of a negative base. Uh-huh. Oh, as we progress, you see. Any question, guys? Sometimes, even this side is a fraction. It could be 1/4.
Okay.
Oh, you meet them a lot, yeah. My
Okay.
target is the base. All
Okay.
right. In absence of questions, have a good night, guys. I'll upload a session on YouTube. And you have to be
Okay.
liking them. Yeah. Be liking and
Okay.
subscribe to the page as well. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
All right. Bye.
So please, I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's end the class.
Okay, go on. Should I end the recording?
Okay, yes.
All right. All right. See you guys.